Are you having issue with inventory inside of new Genesis or bait PSO2 and you want to find a way to get more of it? Got some fantastic news coming out from Dave from SEGA, who recently just did a stream and of course some discussion of, well, storage cam up. So today in the video we're going to be covering everything that we now know about this, with the possibility of maybe a timeline, who knows. But before we hop into it, welcome back to your #1 stop for PSO2 new Genesis gameplay, how to, and all that jazz. And big thank you to everybody that is supporting for October. Thank you. If you want to get your name listed here and get a shout out, we will go more into that in a bit. But for now, let's go ahead, let's get into this, and let's start talking about storage. So like I mentioned, Dave, of course, put on a new stream. And of course, if you don't know who Dave is, he is a fantastic dude who ends up working for SEGA of Japan and does stream pretty much after every so update, give or take, of importantly, once a month to every other month. And lucky enough, he did a new one. And of course, this is, of course, very much just him playing with the community, answering some questions to the best of their ability, or just straight up gushing in that case about Persona. And if you do want to check out the stream for yourself, I'll have links in the description so you can check that out. But one of the discussion that was brought up by a chatter was, of course, about storage. And let's go ahead and discuss this. So add the comment dates from Watmut. Curious, have there been any development on getting the ES and OTP storage to global? Been a couple months since we last heard words on this. And from what I could look up about that, supposedly that was talked about over on the official Discord channel. Somehow I missed this, or maybe it was posted just offhand on Twitter. I don't know. But nonetheless, the question is about that. Is a interesting one, and of course Dave did have a response, and go ahead, check out what he said, and then we will go more into this.
Okay, so Redmond, I can't answer you exactly on that, but I think a while back we did mention on Discord feedback that we are preparing a, at least I think we specifically mentioned that we are preparing like a OTP storage, or sorry, it's not necessarily the OTP storage, but it is a replacement of OTP storage for global, which never got it. ES I think might be a different story, but that should be coming. I actually have no idea why it's taking so long either, but that's coming for sure. So a extra storage will be coming for whatever. I don't really know how it's going to be implemented, but we're getting more storage. Sorry, that's, as usual, a bad answer.
So as you can see, this is something that hopefully will be coming soon. And if you're not aware what it originally was with OTP storage, this was of course a extra 200 storage that you got by putting to Fate a notification on your account through a authorize, or such as of course buying a keychain to protect your game or your account in JP. Obviously, we never really had anything like this in global, especially since global is very much tied to consoles, or of course like Steam and whatnot. So having a straight up SEGA ID isn't really a thing in global for say, so we have never got our hands on this, but from the discussion they were having now, it does look like it is something that is in development for global that is going to give up the extra face. Will it be 200 like JP? We will have to wait and see on that one, but honestly, this is a good fourth step, since inventory is a very big problem inside new Genesis, and bait PSO for that matter, or if you play both. It's just horribly out of control. I don't think 200 extra story gonna do all that much, but this is still something nice to have. Realistically, what I honestly would like to see, since, you know, as of now, they not exactly control how it's going to be put into the game. But hopefully, that will be just straight up extra storage if they don't tie it to premium. But it's SEGA, so they might throw this in a premium already, like they do have the extra 500 storage. So who knows, maybe they're just going to bump that up. What I personally am hoping for from this is just a why it taking so long to do like a proper redesign of storage as a whole, because as someone who played base as well as NGS, and also I'm pretty sure many of you who came from a bait PSO, you have a whole bunch of equipment that is just taking up bait. So I personally hope what's going to come from this is, of course, a way to completely separate out New Genesis from base. So if an item is not usable in one or the other or both, make it where just do not take up base and cannot be seen. And then for the items that are, of course, usable on both game, then have it show up in like a separate storage, such as, of course, having the storage we have for bait PSO and then storage we have for NGS instead of them being shelled. So hopefully, with how much time this is obviously taking, because it sounds like it's something that's been in the work for a while, hopefully that is something that will come from this. So that's what I'm hoping for. Let me know in the comment below what type of storage you hope this is. Do you hope it just is the extra 200 through some way of two-face identification, or maybe just linking your Steam account to like a SEGA ID account or something? I don't know. So let me know in the comment what you are hoping for from this. Or are you with me? Are you hoping this it just have elaborated into just completely separating the storage out for the game, so you are not trying to channel the same amount of bait for both games and having each game have its own personal storage? Let me know in the comment below. And of course, while you are down there, be sure to do the thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the bell to keep up with not only what is happening here, but with everything else tied to a PSO2 New Genesis for brand new videos roughly every day here on YouTube. And of course, I do want to give a giant shout out to everybody that is supporting the channel for October over on patreon.com/Maconn, or by subscribing over on twitch.tv/TroyMaconn. And of course, you can also get your name listed here by hitting that wonderful join button below here on YouTube. But for now, that is going to go ahead and do it for me. And I will see you all in the comments.